Hello friends, welcome to Wealthy Options. This is Reddy Reddy. Do you know options chain is the must to know tool for all the options traders? Check this video to understand how option chain helps the traders. Let's look at the definition first. An options chain is a listing of all available options contracts for a given security. So here the security means it can be a index like Nifty and Bank Nifty or stocks like a Reliance, TCS, Infosys. And it shows all listed calls, puts, strike prices, volume, pricing information, implied volatility, open interest, and much more. And all this information for a single underlying asset. So again, an underlying asset can be an index or commodity or a stock within a given expiration period. So at any given point of time, so the options chain, it shows all the required data, all the data items I mentioned here and more for a given single underlying asset. So you can at a one point of time you can only choose one underlying asset. You can choose either Nifty or Bank Nifty or Reliance, things like that, and only for a given expiration period. So all this data again you can only choose it for a one particular expiration period. So if you want to know all this data for a different expiration period, you can just go to a drop down list and just at a click of a button you can select the different expiration period. Well, that's the definition. Now let's go to the NSE option chain to understand how to use option chain practically. So this is the option chain from NSE. So how to get this? So just Google it like NSE option chain. You will get a link, just click on it. So you will see the option chain, right? So before you go and see all these contracts, so in NSE option chain, so as it is mentioned in the definition, this is available for one underlying asset. So here to select the underlying asset, so NSE has categorized them into two categories. First tab, it shows indices which have options contracts. So you have a Nifty, Fin Nifty and Bank Nifty, and Nifty and Bank Nifty are very popular in India. And alternatively, if you want to see the option chain for any stocks, so you have a whole bunch of stocks, all the F&O stocks, you can select from the drop down list. And again, if you remember the definition, so you can see the option change at any one given point of time only for one expiration period, right? So you can choose whatever the contract month you want to see the options chain. So you have options like 27th March, 3rd and 10th and all this. As you have seen in my previous videos, all the index options have both weekly and monthly contracts, and all the stock options have only monthly contracts. Now let's first choose Nifty, which is very popular index. After selecting an index or stock, now you need to choose the expiry date for which month you want to see the option chain. So this once you click on this drop down list, you can see the contracts available for 27th May, 3rd June, and for next weeks and months. And as I explained in my earlier video, all the index options have both weekly and monthly contracts, and all the stock options have only monthly contracts. For example, if I select any particular stock, it will only show you the three options, which is current month is May month contract and June and July contracts. Now let's go back to Nifty, and you also have one more option. Obviously option chain shows the all the available options contracts. What I mean by that is all the strike prices available. But if you are interested and if you already know about, if you want to look at the data only for one particular strike price, so you have an option to choose strike price as well. Let's move on. So currently we are looking at the option chain for Nifty May month contract. So first thing you need to notice here is it shows what is the underlying. So underlying index is Nifty. So obviously you have selected Nifty, and it shows the current spot price where Nifty is trading, right? So Nifty is trading at 15,175, which is a spot price. And then you will see, you could see this calls and puts. So all the options you could see on the left side, they are all call options. Okay, all the options that you see on the right side are put options. And first important thing is the strike price. So in the center you see this as a strike price. So you can select whatever the strike you want to buy or sell the options. right? And then NSE clearly distinguishes both in the money and out of the money contracts with a different color. So all this, all these options with the background color as white, so these are all out of the money, these are all out of the money contracts. And all these options highlighted with kind of a yellow background color, they are all in the money options. So these are in the money call options, these are out of the money call options here. So these are in the money put options and these are out of the money put options. So obviously, I mean, Nifty is trading at 15,175. So the options which are very close to the spot, these strikes, I mean, which are very close to the strike, so we can call them as a at the money options. For example, 15,200 is very close to 15,175. So this we can consider it as a at the money options. Now let's look at what is the other important information we can get it from options chain. So I'm moving on to LTP, which stands for a latest trading price. So which is nothing but a current trading price. So it gives the current trading price for each of the strikes, both for calls and also for the puts. So let me take 15,200 strike as an example. So from this options chain, we can find out like 15,200 call option is trading at 128 rupees. So similarly, 15,200 put option is trading at at 106 rupees. And if somebody wants to buy or sell out of the money call options, like if somebody wants to buy 15,500 call options, it is trading at 24 rupees, but at the money call option is trading at 128 rupees. So you in one place you get a view of all the strikes current trading price, and you can choose based on whatever the premium you want to pay or whatever the premium you want to sell. You can easily choose which strikes you want to trade. And now apart from LTP, it also shows what is the bid price and ask price. Okay, so it is important to know the bid price and the ask price, especially if the stock or index is not very liquid. Okay, not very liquid means if the difference between the bid price and ask price is high, then when you place a market order, so let's say you want to buy a stock at 128 rupees, and if the ask price, the offer price is only 135 rupees. So if you place a market order, so instead of buying at a 127 rupees, it will be filled at a 135 rupees. That means you are paying a almost 7 rupees higher, 7 or 8 rupees higher price than your intended price. So it is always better, and it is always good to trade only the liquid options contracts, right? And you can easily figure it out from the bid price and ask price. So you could see the difference between the bid price and ask price for 15,200 call option is, it's about 1 rupee 30 paise, so which is fine. And we are looking at this option chain basically when after the markets are closed. Actually during the market hours you will not see the difference, not more than 15 or 20 or 30 paise. Okay, the difference will be only in paise, not even in rupees, because it's a current month, and it's a current month contract which is going to expire in just 5 or 6 days, right? But as you could see, all the OTM options, they are all this from this option chain we can figure out. So they are all liquid, so you can comfortably trade any of this options contract even with the market order. Now let's look at the in the money options. So as you could see, the more if you are going to select some options contracts like this particular one, 14,300. So bid price is 924 and offer price is 936. Almost there is a difference of a 12 rupees. So it is really useful to understand what strikes are trading with a good liquidity and what strikes are not trading with a good liquidity. And then you can also find out what is the bid quantity and also the ask quantity. So in other words, how many options contracts are offered for sale and how many options contracts are available for buying, so at this given point of time. So these data, all these prices and all this data will be keep changing during the live markets, and you will get a view of entire live data. Right, so now let's move on to the other information we can get it from option chain. So IV. So in my previous video, I've explained everything about implied volatility. So one of the important thing we can find out from option chain is what is the implied volatility of a each and every strike which is available in option chain, right? If somebody want to sell a higher premium, and if they are looking out for a strike which is trading with a high IV, so high IV means options would have priced higher, so they can choose from here. And if you want to look at the strikes which are trading with a low IV, so that also you can choose from here. So basically from this option chain, in just one view you can understand so what strikes are trading with at what implied volatility. Now the volume. So volume is nothing but how many contracts are being traded at this current point of time. So as you could see, all the at the money or near the money contracts, they are trading with very high volume. So when these options are trading with very high volume, the the slippage will be less. When I say slippage, the difference between the bid and ask price is the slippage. So when the slippage is less, they are very liquid. So you can just get in and get out even with the market order instead of putting a limit order and waiting for the order to fill, right? So the volume gives information about how many contracts are being traded at this point of time. Now let's look at the open interest. So OI is nothing but the open interest. So open interest is nothing but how many number of options contracts are being available or being traded at this given point of time, right? So if I look at 15,200, so 15,200 open interest is 37,876 options contracts. This means so for 15,200 strike price, there are 37,876 contracts being bought and sold. Somebody bought means somebody would have sold. So this is the current open interest. And then this is the change in open interest. So change in open interest, what it means is, so on a given day, so whether the number of options contracts, for this particular given strike is increasing or decreasing. Okay. So if you see for 15,200, the change in open interest is added as 6,400, which means the previous day, okay, if this means today there are 6,400 contracts have been added, been bought and sold at 15,000 strike price, right? So this indicates the open interest is increasing at this particular options, at this particular strike price. And if you look at 15,100 call option, so for 15,100 call option, so compared to yesterday, today there are 9,488 contracts squared off. So basically the open interest is reduced. So I will talk in detail. Open interest and change in open interest is very important topic. I'll create a separate video for open interest and change in open interest, and how you can use that information to figure out where are good strong good support and resistance levels for your underlying. So we'll talk about that in detail in a separate video. So in option chain, so you can get all this data, right? In all this data. So this is all for given one underlying and for a one expiration date. Now if you want to look at for a different underlying, you can just choose the next index, whatever the index you want. Or if you want to look at the option chain for any particular stock you want to see, you can just select and just go down and find out all the required information you need. And you want to, if you want to change, if you want to change, for example in Nifty, for the same Nifty itself, if I want to look at the next month, which is 24th June monthly contract, I can see. See, as you could see, almost some of the strikes, there is no trading at all at some of the strikes. So generally what happens is the current month contracts will have a highest liquidity, and the more you go away in the time, for example, if you go for a next month, so you will see that all the at the money or near at the money or slightly OTM, slightly out of the money contracts are still trading with a good liquidity. But if you go deep OTM or deep in the money, so you may not see a good liquidity at all. For example, look at 15,850, 15,950. So they are hardly, in fact, they are not trading at all. So because there is no liquidity, see the difference between the bid and offer prices. So there is a too much difference. If you place a market order, you will be at a completely at a disadvantage end. And the more you go for example, let me choose the 4-month contract. If I choose 4-month contract, which is 29th July, which is 4-month contract, so it will be even more illiquid. So even the 50-point strike, 50 points away strike from current market price of 15,200, even that is illiquid. So there is somebody ready to sell, but I mean there is no buyers at all. Okay, even for the 15,200, which is at the money call option contract, look at the difference between the bid and ask price. It's almost 20 rupees difference, right? So basically, so this is really important tool to understand. So whether the strike I am choosing now here is whether it's liquid or not, and what price it is being trading at, and look what is the open interest in that. So is the volume is good or not, and what is the IV? So am I buying a low IV or high IV? So all this information, and you can find it in one place. Okay, so NSE option, this is the option chain from NSE. So obviously NSE option chain offers most of the information we need. However, there is some additional information, so which you cannot get it from NSE option chain, but you can get this information from some other third parties like Opstra, Sensible, and those option chains. So they offer those option chains offer, in addition to all this information, you will get to know about the option Greeks data, which is fairly important data for especially for options sellers. So this is how it looks like. I'm just logged into the Opstra. I mean, the Opstra is you can just search for Opstra and you can find out the Opstra option chain. So again, I'm selecting an FT and May month contract. So here you can see the same information, 15,200 strike price, LTP, change in price, and all that. Okay. In addition to this Opstra option chain, it gives the in the money probability. So they look at the delta, based on the deltas and all. I mean, they calculate, what is the in the money probability of this particular contract by end of 27th May, which is the contract expiry date. So it shows there is a 47% possibility. Okay, there is a 47% possibility. So it can go in the money by 27th May. And if you look at 15,500. So for 15,500, it shows in the money probability is only 17%. That means there is a 83% probability it can expire worthless, right? So which means, so Nifty is currently trading around 15,200. So it says by end of this expiry, the Nifty may not actually, on the day of expiry, the Nifty may not cross 15,500. Right? And what is the probability of crossing? Only 17%. And the probability of not crossing, 83%. So if you are an options buyer, you are trading with a strike which has only 17% probability you can make a money. However, if you are an option seller, okay, if you are selling this 15,000 call option, so you have a 83% probability that your trade may win. Okay, so this is the additional information. And apart from this, you can see the options Greeks, right? So options Greeks, there are options Greeks, again it's a vast and a separate topic. So I'll create a separate videos for all these options Greeks, and I will explain them in detail because that takes a good amount of a time. So but in short, option Greeks, there are option Greeks like delta, theta, gamma, and vega, so which are useful to understand how much your how much an option can go through a time decay every day, and how much your option can go up for 100 points raise in your underlying in case of Nifty. For example, if Nifty goes up by 100 points, how much your call option can go. So that sort of information you can find out from the delta. So, and vega, so in case of IV increases, how much your option price can go up, and if IV goes down, how much your option price can go down. All this information you can figure it out from the this options Greeks. So I will explain all these things in detail in my subsequent videos. So I think with this, that's all about the option chain. So quite an important tool. I think any options traders, I can't imagine we open the day and close the date without looking at the option chain. Hope you found the information I shared in this video useful. Please leave your questions, comments and suggestions in the comment section of this video. And also don't forget to check the description of this video where I have shared all the details about how to get access to all my live trades, be it positional, intraday and expiry during the live markets, and it's an opportunity to learn through my live trades. Please like and share this video if you found it useful, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.